The dark side of psychology, experiments that shocked the world. Psychology has always been about understanding what makes us tick. Some experiments, however, crossed ethical lines and pushed people to their limits. Today we'll delve into these unsettling psychological experiments. Buckle up and let's dive in. The Stanford Prison Experiment, when good people turned bad. College students were divided into guards and prisoners in a simulated prison. This experiment, conducted in the basement of Stanford University, was designed to study the psychological effects of perceived power. Within days, guards became sadistic and prisoners had mental breakdowns. The transformation was shocking. Students who were once friends turned into adversaries, driven by their assigned roles. The experiment, meant to last 2 weeks, was shut down after 6 days. The intensity of the situation escalated so quickly that it became unsafe to continue. It revealed how quickly ordinary people could turn cruel under certain conditions. The findings were startling, showing that situational forces could overpower individual morals and ethics. The Stanford Prison Experiment was a wake-up call about the abuse of power. It highlighted the potential for systemic abuse in environments where authority is unchecked. It showed the thin line between good and evil. The experiment remains a powerful reminder of the fragility of human nature and the ease with which we can be swayed by our surroundings. Decades later, the Stanford Prison Experiment continues to be a topic of discussion and analysis. It serves as a crucial lesson in psychology, ethics, and the importance of oversight in positions of power. The legacy of the experiment lives on in academic circles and beyond, influencing how we understand authority, conformity, and the human psyche. It challenges us to reflect on our own potential for both good and evil. Philip Zimbardo's work has left an indelible mark on the field of psychology, reminding us that the capacity for cruelty lies within us all, but so does the capacity for change and redemption. The Milgram experiment, would you obey? This groundbreaking study, conducted by Stanley Milgram at Yale University in the 1960s, sought to understand the extent to which individuals would follow orders, even if those orders involved harming another person. Participants were told to deliver electric shocks to a learner for wrong answers. They believed they were part of a study on memory and learning, but the true focus was on obedience to authority. The shocks were fake, but the participants didn't know that. Each time the learner, who was actually an actor, gave a wrong answer, the participant was instructed to administer an increasingly powerful electric shock. Over 65% delivered the higher shock, believing they caused harm. Despite hearing the learner's screams and pleas for mercy, many participants continued to follow the experimenter's orders. The experiment revealed the dark side of obedience to authority. It showed that people are often willing to go against their own moral beliefs when instructed by an authority figure. It showed how easily our moral compass can be overridden. Participants experienced significant psychological stress, torn between their conscience and the commands they were given. And that, my friends, is a dangerous thing. The Milgram experiment serves as a powerful reminder of the potential for authority to corrupt and the importance of questioning orders that conflict with our ethical principles. The Little Albert experiment, scarred for life. A baby named Little Albert was conditioned to fear a white rat. Researchers paired the rat with a loud, scary noise. Albert developed a phobia of anything white and furry. This experiment is a textbook example of unethical research. It's a reminder that there are lines we should never cross. Experimenting on children in such a way is simply unacceptable. The Bobo doll experiment, are we what we watch? Children watched adults being aggressive or gentle with a Bobo doll. Those who saw aggression imitated it. The experiment showed that children learn by observing and imitating. It highlighted the impact of media on children's behavior. We need to be mindful of the messages we send to the next generation. Our behavior influences them more than we realize. The Monster Study, The Cruelest Words. In 1939, researchers tried to induce stuttering in orphans. One group received positive speech therapy, the other negative. The negative group was belittled, causing lasting psychological harm. The study didn't prove stuttering was learned, but inflicted emotional damage. It's a dark chapter in psychology, highlighting the need for ethical research. We must protect those who can't protect themselves. Outro, the ethical tightrope, lessons from the past. These words echo through the annals of history, reminding us of the delicate balance we must maintain in the pursuit of knowledge. These experiments forced us to confront the darker aspects of human nature. They revealed the depths to which humans could sink when driven by curiosity and ambition, often at the expense of others' well-being. They taught us about our vulnerabilities and sparked a revolution in research ethics. The aftermath of these experiments led to the establishment of ethical guidelines that now govern research practices worldwide, ensuring that the rights and dignity of participants are upheld. Today, we have strict guidelines to protect research participants. Institutional review boards meticulously scrutinize research proposals to ensure ethical standards are met, and researchers are trained to prioritize the welfare of their subjects. These safeguards exist because of the lessons from these controversial experiments. The haunting memories of past transgressions serve as a constant reminder of the importance of ethical vigilance in research. We're drawn to these stories because they force us to ask uncomfortable questions. They challenge us to reflect on our own moral compass and the ethical boundaries we are willing to cross in the name of progress. They remind us of what can happen when curiosity overrides ethics. These cautionary tales are not just relics of the past, but are essential lessons that continue to shape the future of research, ensuring that the pursuit of knowledge never comes at the cost of our humanity.